the 3 years is $122,436.09.
Okay, any questions on this?
So we do not have to increase any prices, we can just continue providing the same price
Correct.
as previous years?
Correct. So even though there is a small increase, we round our PE uniforms to the closest whole dollar up,
Still
so,
covers it.
yeah.
And then Ambassador, this company is located where, state of Illinois or outside?
State of Illinois, I believe their headquarters are in Palatine.
Okay, all right. Hearing no other questions, Ginny, would you take the roll on items 11A and B?
Lee,
Aye.
Collins, Coyle, Austriaco,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Bessler, Owen.
Aye. We have a motion on item 12, this is capital outlay.
Second.
Okay, Mary, I know.
The only thing I want to point out is that Maine East did update their list slightly from the Finance Committee meeting, so if you look and match the two packets, you'll see a little bit of a difference. They had an item that came up that they felt was a higher priority in the music department, so they swapped out some of the quantities for other stuff.
Didn't really change the amount.
Didn't change the bottom
So I
dollar
think
amount.
it came in slightly less.
Like that. Okay, any questions on this? All right, Ginny, please take the roll.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Lee, Coyle, Collins, Bessler, Austriaco, Owen.
Aye. I have a motion on items 13, summer hours for special ed and ESL department chairs.
This is an annual request.
Second.
Thank you. Sean, I know we do this every year.
Yep, so this is, we approve additional hours for specifically the special education department and our ESL department chairman, so that they can handle requests that come in over the summer. It is not it's not atypical to have any number of students move in the summer who require testing for placement, and this really does help get them started on the right leg immediately in our doors in August.
Okay. Any questions? All right, Ginny?
Austriaco,
Aye.
Collins, Coyle, Bessler, Lee, Sullivan, Owen.
Aye. I have a motion on item 14, it's facility usage waivers.
Outside.
There are 3 of them.
All normal,
Right.
annually, including the big one is the fireworks program that happens at Maine East High School every summer.
Does anybody have any questions on this? I don't know that we really need to go over it, there's really nothing new
Is
here.
the Advocate Down Syndrome Center, is that a new? That's new. We haven't done that before, have
I believe that is a new event.
Yeah.
Um,
we? That's a great,
I think kind of resulted after we did the, what was the event that
Yeah,
involved the
November
Bears and sort of
Ball,
thing.
yeah.
That went very well and it worked super well, so I think we got that request shortly after we got something.
yeah, that's a new one.
Okay,
Great cause.
okay. Any other questions or comments? All right, Ginny, would you take the roll?
Collins, Sullivan,
Aye.
Coyle,
Aye.
Austriaco,
Aye.
Bessler,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Owen.
Aye. We have a motion on item 15.
Second.
Okay. This is the Park Ridge Library Agreement.
Yeah, so every 3 years, we put together an agreement that allows both non-resident students and our teachers to use the library facilities as if they were a resident, check out books and other media items. So this is an agreement that we've had in the past, and we're just renewing.
Okay. Any questions on this? Okay.
How is the local community members using this library?
This is for our kids. This is for students and staff. So if we had a student, I think for let's take Maine South, for example, some of the kids in Harwood Heights, I think, don't have access to a library. This allows them to have access to the Park Ridge Library. We've been doing it for decades, literally.
And the teachers.
Yeah,
Take out
and the
books.
teachers. Yeah.
Don't we have one now with Mont Niles Main Library? I thought we,
I don't think we have one specifically with them.
Yeah.
This
Because
would
the
allow
kids
students,
Park
a
Ridge,
Niles
you can go
student.
to,
Right,
Yeah.
once you've got a card with one of the suburban libraries, you can use it in the others. The problem is that these,
They don't have-
other people in Harwood Heights are.
So historically, we've had 2 groups of kids who haven't had access.
in the municipality. We have a sliver of kids in Rosemont who don't have access to library. Sliver kids, a kid in Niles has access if they're a resident.
Well,
to
I was
the
thinking
Niles
of the
library.
unincorporated kids at Maine East.
But that's the
And they
main
can-
Nile,
Main Nile,
they can
but-
get in there.
But that's what I
Yeah.
meant was, do we have a similar agreement?
Okay. All right. Would you take the roll?
Collins,
Aye.
Austriaco,
Aye.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Bessler,
Aye.
Lee, Coyle, Owen.
Aye. Could I have a motion on item 16? This is the intergovernmental agreement for vision and O&M services.
Second.
Again, this is not something new. We do this every year.
This is another annual agreement which allows us to split the cost with our partner districts for special education services for these specific O&M and vision services. Basically, it's a cost savings to the district and it avoids us having to employ someone full-time for these services.
Okay. Any questions on this? Okay, hearing none. Ginny, take the roll.
Sullivan,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Bessler,
Aye.
Austriaco,
Aye.
Coyle,
Aye.
Collins, Owen.
Aye. This one is new. Item 17. Could I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Sean?
So this is a memo of understanding with the IEBW, which will enable our students who complete any of the courses that are listed in the appendix of this agreement, and you have the updated one in front of you, it's not the one that's in your book. But any of the students who complete these particular courses will earn points towards the apprenticeship test. There are limited spots, and this will help our students have a leg up as they compete for those apprenticeship spots with the IEBW training program, which is, by the way, a paid program. So not only while they're learning and going to school, they're also on job sites, learning about the career and making money.
Is that job site like in all different locations or just one?
The school is on the south side in Alsip, and so this actually serves the entire Chicagoland area, so it could be anywhere. Now, this is not while they're in high school, I just want to be clear.
Gets them ready to get into it out of high school.
Once they graduate from high school, they get points on an apprenticeship exam. This will help give them some quality points, so to speak, for consideration when they apply to be an apprentice.
Great. I think it's great. Okay, any other questions or comments? Ginny, take the roll.
Austriaco,
Aye.
Collins, Lee, Sullivan,
Aye.
Bessler, Coyle, Owen.
Aye. Okay, calendar items. Board meetings canceled on April 8th. I mean, that's when we don't need to have. Foundation dinner on the 10th. Committee meetings on the 15th. Is that okay?
Can I ask about the 29th?
Yes, I was just going to say, we have to have, okay, go ahead.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Well, so we have to seat the new board within 28 days of the election. Wednesday will be count day 1. So we actually can't make it till the May 6th board meeting. And so the question is, and I sent an email around today, whether we could move that meeting up a week, 4 weeks from today to the 29th. So that would be moving the May meeting up to April 29th. Sheila, Yusuf Abramson, our new board member, has her last class that night and can't make it till about 7:30, as she said. So, and this is a technical question, Sean, I want you to weigh in on. If we started the meeting at 7:15, did our students of the month and then sign die, can we do that and then swear in the new board members?
I would leave the regular meeting date scheduled, people know it's at. I would just hold a special meeting on the 28th or 29th, whatever you have to.
Okay, that would need to be probably a morning meeting then, so we'd probably do like an 8 o'clock, that would be.
We would still do it at 8 o'clock at night.
Yes.
But I'm saying, don't kick everybody else later, just turn around and hold a
Okay.
special meeting, do the reorganization. Lots of boards hold reorganization and don't combine for regular.
Okay, well, so given that, then we would be doing it like April 29th at, say, 8 AM in the morning, and we need to have a quorum present.
Could it be sooner? I'm supposed to be in Springfield.
Um,
And I'm
It could be
more than
sooner.
likely
It-
going to be traveling.
It has to be, the election has to be certified, and they have 21 days to do that.
Which only gives us about a 7-day window.
Well, they may do it before.
I can do it in the morning, actually. I would be.
On the
in morning,
29th?
On the 29th,
I
yes.
actually have a court hearing that I can.
What about the 30th?
I'll be in Springfield those 2 days.
Yeah, I-
What about the 25th or 26th?
I have a problem on the 26th.
25th in the morning works, the 26th I've got a mediation.
Okay,
I will, I'm in Florida. I apologize, I have just.
I think I can make the 25th. We can send around an email. We're gonna have to pick one.
So let's say that Paula can't make it, we can swear her in on the 6th. Are you coming to the 6th meeting?
Yes.
Actually, we got to swear her in before that.
Yeah, we do. I guess I could.
In the morning of the
It's
25th?
Isn't
it's
it supposed to be
required.
28
Why do you
days?
have to swear her in?
You're supposed, it's a,
I thought you had to seat the
You have
new.
to- Your requirement is to certify the election by a certain date.
no, according to what I read, you're supposed to actually seat the new members within 28
I
days.
understand, but if a board member isn't available, then you can't seat them until the first possible opportunity, which is the 6th.
She is elected.
She's-
She will be
newly
sworn
elected.
in.
You're elected again.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's new.
Hopefully I've got at least one vote. So you won't vote.
What's tomorrow?
You'll be at
You still have a
work.
chance.
So I know what, Paula? They voted early.
Paula, we
My vote.
can call in. Take the oath over.
Actually, if you're working
Yeah,
that day.
yeah,
Oh, that is? So if
yeah.
I'm
So you
down-
could call in and just.
Could you
take
do
the
an
oath.
8 AM call in on the 29th?
Where am I gonna be? Out in Springfield? Yes.
Okay, okay.
If it's Florida, it's an hour.
So 29th. And the
What time?
morning,
Is it the 25th?
pardon?
Is it the 29th or the 25th?
She's already told you the 29th, she's got a hearing.
We only need 4 people.
We only need 4
Oh,
for this.
okay.
And
What time, 8 or 6 at night?
Could,
8
could
in the
you,
morning
could you
or-
do 8 in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, if she's gonna be at court, she could call in too. Right?
If possible.
We might
This is
not-
going to be a relatively short meeting.
Okay.
Days. So you have 4, as long as you have 4, then
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll plan on 8 AM on the 29th.
Okay,
29.
Yeah.
and then the regular meeting will be on the 6th.
Yes, put that
Okay?
in there. We'll send invitations too.
Jenny,
Are you doing graduation?
Oh.
Yeah, we need to go. No. Okay, let Ginny know if you can help out at graduation at all. Unfortunately, I cannot be there. Okay. Any other communications or public comments?
Carla, I just wanted, did you want to mention something about the ad hoc
Oh,
policy
yes.
committee
Yes.
for April 10th?
Yes, right. We are having, I've appointed an ad hoc policy committee because I think we should go over a few things, one of which is sort of an update on policy changes that have been recommended. So that will be on April 10th. Paula and Aurora and I will be the committee members. Anyone is welcome to come to that, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
It actually is the night of the foundation dinner, so we're going to wrap it up so that everyone who wants to go to that can do that. And the foundation dinner starts at 5:30. So that's what I'm about to let you know. Okay?
I would just mention, I think everybody is aware, Judy Tyler is one of the 10 recipients of the Golden Apple in the state of Illinois this year. She was pretty happy to put it mildly. And WTTW will be with us all day tomorrow. It's like taking over as far as teaching everything else for the promo stuff they put out. So.
And she was in her pajamas.
She was.
I like to
Well,
mention that
and-
on the record, and hopefully she won't be in her pajamas. for the
We're gonna
WTTW.
bring her here in May, so we'll bring her in front of the board in May for she could not have a more deserving winner.
What a
She really-
fantastic individual. Just
I agree.
even, I don't know her
She-
personally, but just even from the video, you could
When-
tell her
When
confidence.
you hear us talk about teacher leadership, she is the epitome of it, and in every way possible.
Okay, well, we look forward to having her here. Okay, could I have a motion to go into closed session for purpose of review of closed session minutes, appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, and probable imminent or pending litigation?
So moved.
Okay.
Jumped the gun.
Austriaco.
Aye.
Bessler. Collins. Coyle. Lee. Sullivan. Owen.
Aye. Okay.